following is a hockey podcast out of Vancouver and Surrey, British Columbia. It'll only consist of a lot of puck talk and even more BS, or in actual words, banter and satire. Enjoy, and as always, go Canucks go.
That was the most depressing regular season loss of all time. But I still think we're making the playoffs. Why? Because Deepak Chopra, okay? Let's do this. Locked on Canucks.
You're Locked On Canucks, your daily podcast on the Vancouver Canucks, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
People, we back doing this, and that's giving you an immediate reaction after what was the most agonizing and crucial playoff loss. It felt like that regular season loss in what recent Canucks history. The Canucks lose to the Rangers 5-3. Miller with the empty net goal to seal things after the Canucks did what? Did the Canucks really outshoot the Rangers 39-12? Did Lankinen really allow 4 goals on 11 shots? Did he really allow the 4th goal the way it went past him after Besser did the miracle and tie up the game with 4 minutes left after losing Pettersson and Hoglander going into the 3rd period? Did all of that just happen? It just did. And it's only like, 1:30 p.m. And what happened after the game? 2 minutes after the game ended, Calgary scores against the Islanders 30 seconds into their game. A team that has 2 games in hand on the Vancouver Canucks now. Man, oh man, the Canucks playoff chances are slipping, but I'm optimistic. I straight up, I'm optimistic. But I'm also disappointed, okay? Let's read some comments, get into it all. Everyone that's over here, hit the like button. It really helps us out a lot. And let's still make the playoffs, okay? Let's somehow do it. Okay, let's somehow do it. What a valiant effort against the New York Rangers. And I'm also going to make, not an excuse, but I'm gonna change the perspective on the whole season by the time this episode's over, okay? But first, the comments here on Locked On Canucks. This one's a big one right here, okay? Christian saying, rest Demko for the rest of the season and run it back next year. No sense in killing the team with injury. So many injuries this season. Okay, so Christian is saying kind of the opposite of what a lot of Canucks fans are saying right now. And again, Kevin Lankinen in one of the most important games of the season, that game in hand you have against the Blues for the time being, you allow 4 goals on 11 shots. That's not even a joke. That's not even a joke. 4 goals on 11 shots. But here I am, not completely blaming him, okay? Because, he's got to make a save, don't get me wrong. Because you can make the quote-unquote excuses for the first 3 goals, but not the 4th. That being said, a good goalie eliminates the excuses, right? You make saves. And for the most part, Kevin Lankinen has been pretty damn good all season long. That being said, he's played a lot of hockey. He's played 10 of the last 11 games, and this always happens with a lot of goalies and Kevin Lankinen. They tend to struggle. And here's Christian Dye saying, rest Demko. Bring him back next season healthy. Let's not force him out there. That being said, I think this team needs Demko ASAP. Okay, this team needs good goaltending. They got the defense. I'm convinced more often than not in the last 30 games. I know there's been some breakdowns. But, the Canucks just don't allow shit. They lock it down. They got that team defense. Now they just need consistent goaltending. And if they have 2 guys for the next remaining 12 games, I still think we can win 9 to 10 of those, okay? I really do think that. And Lankinen needs the internal competition with Demko coming back. Hey, Demko needs the internal competition with Lankinen stealing his starts and stealing some money away from him, right? But Lankinen just needs the rest. If Kevin Lankinen is a little bit better today, the Canucks get a point. You know what I'm saying? The fine line. So, yeah, Demko's been practicing, still not the backup for the Canucks. Talk is saying, if he's going to be the backup, he might as well start. I do think we see Thatcher Demko very, very soon. And we just got to pray that works, man. For real. For real. Let's get to some more comments. And again, I'm going to think about I'm going to think about a big theory on how we have to change our perspective on this whole entire Canucks season, okay? May sound like an excuse, but that's coming up in a couple of minutes, man. More comments. Mike, doing the math. Thank you so much. We need to go 8-4 to get to 92 points. I still think we need like 95 to make the playoffs, to be honest. I just think the Blues are playing so well right now. Who knows how Calgary's going to finish out the season? I would just like more than 92 points. Is it possible? I feel as if the Canucks have only had one stretch where they went like, what, 9-3 this whole season, and that happened like in October and November. This team's not that consistent. Playing a little bit better in recent history, right? You look at today's game, you look at what they did against Winnipeg, you look at the amount of goals they scored against Chicago, but you look at how they also played in the third period against Calgary not too long ago. Like, you could see things happening. That being said, how are things going to happen when this team keeps getting injured? We've barely talked about Pettersson not playing the third period, Nils Hoglander not playing the third period. And what did this team do? I know the Rangers suck ass. They're really bad. But the Canucks still mustered almost 20 shots in the third period. That's what it felt like, or 13 or 14 shots. They were just doing their thing with 10 forwards. And a lot of Quinn Hughes, who, again, that guy's trying to work a miracle, man. Could have had at least 7 goals today. He's definitely the Connor McDavid on defense, or, Cale Makar 2.0, or just, again, his own legend is being written this season. I mean, Quinn Hughes is putting together one of the most impressive seasons in Canucks history after doing it last year again. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, next comment. This one goes to Wayne. Okay, the optics of Elias Pettersson walking away is bad, whether it be because of a serious injury or it's a long way from the heart. Oh, are people really thinking that, like, Elias Pettersson, a dude who's been playing through tendonitis, and again, you want us to run the tendonitis report, we will. Severe disease, okay? Tendonitis is a mother disease. Do people think that Pettersson should have kept playing injured today because it would have, it would have displayed leadership, it would have displayed more heart, it would have been the right thing to do? Have you guys ever played hockey? Like, I don't know. Like, dude, he tried to come back. In fact, he made a play, broke out on a 2-on-1, fed Besser, almost scored a goal, and then sat on the bench again because, he couldn't do it. He tried. He tried to show his guts. He tried. But again, there's still 12 games left. Maybe he's thinking, and maybe the team's thinking too, hey, the Rangers suck. That team fucking sucks, man. I know they beat us, but they suck. They've been playing like that the whole season. They don't know how to play defense. Like, how did Drew O'Connor and Brock Besser get so open in front of the net when the Rangers also need some playoff points too? Like, dude, they're just so bad defensively. Maybe Taka just thought, we could get the job done without him. And maybe that's a little bit of a slight on a Mr. 11.62. But, Pettersson hasn't been incredible the whole season. Like, this team can win without him. And let's not risk further injury. And remember, people, he did come back. He tried to. Let's take away, to be honest, like, you can fan any way you want to fan, but let's take away any of the knives towards any of our players after today's effort. Again, the shots were 39-11, 39-12. Like, that is domination. You know what I'm saying? Next comment. Darcy saying Hronek, DeBrus, Besser, and Garland should have been benched. I might get roasted for it, but Pettersson leaving with what appeared to be a minor injury. Meanwhile, Quinn is doing everything and leaving it on the ice. Dude, you don't know what the hell a minor injury. Dude, he tried to come back. Dude, I've been one of Pettersson's biggest bullies all season long, okay? But he tried to play after he got hurt. And again, he's been playing with that knee issue the whole time too. Like, the guy's got guts. He just couldn't do it today. It is what it is. Does Draisaitl not have guts for getting injured a couple days ago? Non-contact injury. Does Connor McDavid not have guts for getting injured a couple nights ago? And I know what you're going to say. Oh, but the Canucks are in a different situation. They got to fight for a playoff spot. Dude, things happen. And Pettersson tried to come back. He generated a 2-on-1. We almost scored. You know what I'm saying? Come on, guys. Next comment. This comment goes to Matt. What's going on here, guys? That game showed how bad our defense is. Dude, we allowed 11 shots. I know. A couple of the Rangers zone entries in the third period were way too easy, but we allowed 11 shots. You know what I'm saying? Come on. I will say that this though, Matt, you onto something, okay? Marcus Pettersson has not looked impressive over the last few games. Yo, this is why I want them to split up Hronek and Hughes, to be honest, because Myers and Pettersson, like, I think Marcus Pettersson's slightly better than Tyler Myers, but that's not saying a lot. In fact, Tyler Myers has looked better than Marcus Pettersson over the last couple of games. But putting them together, just like you're creating Soucy and Myers all over again. I get the logic, the shutdown pairing, but dude, Rick Tocchet, Adam Foote, get your head out of your ass. Like, dude, that's not what you got to do here. Create more balance. And I don't know, Marcus Pettersson, he's been exactly what Matt is saying. He's just not been impressive after locking in that extension. Like, yo, you just got to be more secure. You can't be turning over the puck as many times as you've been turning over the puck, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, man, we'll get to the other side. We'll talk about one more comment that's going to, again, just stick around. I know you guys may want to punch me through your computer screen after I read another comment. This one's going to come from Ramon, but he's kind of summing up a lot of what I'm feeling, okay? Even though I want the Canucks to win this year, there's something about what Mr. Smaliga just said, and it's making me think. But first, let's shout out Bear Mattress here on Locked On Canucks.
Did you know getting a good night's sleep is the #1 recipe for long-term success in life? I didn't. It took me way longer to realize than I'd like to admit. It was years of tossing and turning. I was always tired. I never felt like I could live up to my potential, but not anymore. Thanks to Bear Mattress. I used their sleep quiz and I matched with the Elite Hybrid. It's perfect for side sleepers like me. Now I wake up energized. I'm getting deeper sleeps and I'm ready to attack the day. No matter how you sleep, Bear Mattress has a match for you with a focus on recovery, cooling, and pressure relief to upgrade your sleep and improve your overall quality of life. Go to bearmattress.com and use promo code LOCKEDONNHL at checkout for 40% off site-wide. This offer is not available anywhere else. You have to use my promo code on the very last page of checkout to get this discount. That's bearmattress.com and use promo code LOCKEDONNHL for 40% off site-wide. Bearmattress.com, promo code LOCKEDONNHL.
People, we back doing this, and that's talking about your Canucks after they lose a heartbreaker to the New York Rangers. A bit of a different post-game show. We're not going to get super analytical. We're not going to break down play-by-play. Everyone saw what happened, okay? The Canucks got dominated. Igor Shesterkin was mad impressive, and the only positive from that, I will say this, is the Rangers' unprotected first-round pick next season, the one that the Canucks gave away for another Pettersson. I feel as if that's not going to turn to Gavin McKenna. Okay, a lot of people are scared that that's going to be a lottery pick because the Rangers do suck, but Shesterkin is too good, and if he's healthy, the Rangers aren't drafted first overall. Okay, and we were given that vote of confidence today. Okay, because that's a little bit scary. I'm not going to lie. I saw Cam Robinson tweet, and it was during the game today where the Rangers again they suck. These guys suck. They beat us. We're not that good, too. We're a mushy middle team, too. But, the Rangers are a bad team. But they have a Vezina-like goaltender. And you never know. He might go on a run here. If he plays like he did today. Again, he didn't make, miracle save after miracle save. Let's be real, too. It's the Canucks generating all these chances. I don't feel as if they had a billion grade A chances. But Shesterkin just solid, calm, poised, doing his thing. And was mad impressive for the Rangers. They pick up 2 big points. I still believe they're still climbing an uphill battle to make the playoffs. But, there's still 10 to 12 games left for most of these teams, including your Canucks, okay? You never know what's going to happen. Speaking of which, your comments, man, they're all over the place, and it's about to get emotional here on Locked On Canucks. Okay, we're gonna hold Raymond's comment for a couple more minutes. But first, we got to get to this. This guy wants to drop the gloves with me, okay? This is not a playoff team, and the positivity is mad corny at this point. Take off the pom-poms and demand change. So you're calling me corny, even though you were probably cheering for Brock Besser when he scored the third goal today to tie up the game, right? You were probably cheering too. Like, what do you want Canucks fans to do at this point? When you have one of the best players in hockey, when we tasted Canucks playoff hockey last season, haven't had shit prior to that in almost a decade, what do you want us to do when we're in a playoff hunt? You don't want us to look at a game where we almost outshot a team by 30 points, and you don't want some of us to look at that and be like, yo, there's still 12 games left. If we keep playing like that, there's still a chance we make the playoffs. And as opposed to asking us to demand change, watch the channel. We're all over the place. A couple days ago, we talked about Francesco Aquilini, okay, and asked the question, can we ever win with this guy? Demanding change, though? Like what, we're going to demand this guy to sell the team? The only way we can, ultimately change that is all of us, right? All of us become millionaires. Some of us become 100 millionaires. And then we pool our money together and buy that team. But until that happens, if my Vancouver Canuck team is playing through injury after injury after injury. Again, they lost Pettersson and Hoglander going into the third period, two of their best forwards over the last week and a half. Boo-hoo. I'm thinking it's over, and they still generate almost 15 shots. Like, they're grinding, they're pushing. Quinn Hughes is doing whatever it takes, to make the team proud, to make the team happy, to will this team into the playoffs, and doing it for the fans. I got to appreciate that, because they could have backed down. They could have backed down against the Blues, too, when they played like shit for most of the game, but in the final minutes, they willed something. Speaking of which, Brock Besser, somebody who I've been bullying, who I've been demanding some change from. I wanted this guy gone for a conditional second as well. You know what I'm saying? But we've been all over the place, demanding change. And this guy, again, pulls through, makes a big play in the third period. It makes me proud. Again, I'm proud of the Canucks today. I'm proud. It is what it is. But that dude, you calling me corny after you celebrated the third goal, right? You corny. You corny, bro. Go for a walk. And this one goes to Raymond. Okay, let's go on to this point, okay? Raymond's Smilga, thanks for all the comments. One love. Hit the like button. He's saying we just need to forget this season and come back 2 times stronger next season, okay? And some people are like, oh, how is this team going to be 2 times stronger going into next season when they'll still have Pettersson and some of the same players, and what if they re-up Besser, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be the same team, blah, blah, blah. You know how this team's going to be 2 times better? They're going to be less injured, okay? And, dude, I'm not the excuse guy. I'm not the excuse guy. But right now, I don't know if this is an excuse, but dude, we got to talk about it. We have to. What other team this season's been injured this much? You probably can't name 2 more. We've missed Hughes for 13 games. 13 games without Quinn Hughes, or is it 14? If that's not the case, the Canucks have at least 4 to 6 more points, maybe even 8, okay? We're talking about the best player in hockey right now. He missed 14 games, 13 games. Brock Besser concussed. He missed 6. Right? Elias Pettersson, tendonitis. Excuse it. He missed 500 days of hockey, okay? JT Miller, suspended player absence for 10 games. 10 games. Even Pettersson missed some time with a real injury. Okay. Demko, injured for 90% of the season. Philip Hedl gets another concussion. Dakota Joshua going through what he went through. Philip Hronek got eliminated from playing hockey for 2 months. 2 months. And again, in a microcosm, going into the third period today, Pettersson and Hoglander get hurt. Like, you can't even make this shit up. Yet here we are, still battling in the third period. And again, Calgary's winning. St. Louis is playing Chicago. They might win. They might be 3 points ahead of us. Calgary, if you want to credit them for their game in hand after they win today, you can even give them the extra couple points. They'll be 3 points ahead. Whoa. It's been a lot. And we're here. We got 12 games left. You never know. If the Canucks play more hockey like they did today, we'll be making the playoffs. And all these people like that dude will be spending money at Safeway to round up the troops for game 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs, okay? And having the troops over. Like, dude, I'm just saying, I hate using the injury bug as an excuse. But, bro, this is something else. Is this karma for not signing Phil Kessel last year? I don't know. But this team has been banged up significantly all season long. We're not talking about injuries to Pia Suter. We're not talking about injuries to Teddy Bluger. We're not talking about injuries to Tyler Myers. We're not talking about injuries to Derek Forbert also got, One Love dealt with a lot of personal issues, and he was hurt for a while too. But like the main guys on this team have been hurt for a significant amount of time. Dude, that's real. That's not an excuse. Like, it's stacking up. Historical injury woes for the Vancouver Canucks this season. Yet we're still in the mix, and that's why I'm proud of them. Like, look at how they played today. They could have they went down 2-1 2 minutes into the third period. They could have backed down. Pius Suter and Teddy Blueger were your number 1 and number 2 center. They could have backed down, but they didn't. They didn't. This team has a lot of heart. I'm not giving up on this team this season, man. Not until they're like 8 points out with like 9 games left. 8 games left. But for now, like, yo, I'm rolling with the punches, man. I want to see what happens here. And I'm proud of the Canucks today, man. I really am. Next comment. Mel Vaughn saying 100% Kyle, that was a great effort and a shitty way to lose. Yeah, it really was. We really just ran into Igor, man. Smirky McSure saying that too, man. Man, oh man. I'm getting emotional, man. I'm getting emotional. It is what it is. I get it, man. You guys have been listening to me all season long, man. I've been one of the most emotional Canucks fans. I've been all over the place. I've been hating on this team too. I've been so disappointed on this team. Like, I get it. We could be in a dark place at times, but you're never going to find me. You're never going to find me with 12 games left and with this team being like a couple points out of a playoff spot. You're never going to find me making fun of other Canucks fans for not poo-pooing on the team's results today after they outshot a team by 30 shots and they came back twice in the third period. If they get good goaltending, they win today. That's not the way you fan. I mean, you guys can all fan your way, but it's just, come on, guys. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Next comment. Man, oh man. GL is saying it's hard not to lose faith, but we will see how the rest of the road trip goes before throwing in the towel. Yeah, it's a big road trip, and bro, if they don't have Pettersson going into the game against the Devils and the continuation of this road trip against the Islanders and whatnot, dude, it's going to be extremely difficult to win these games. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like borderline impossible. Like you're asking Quinn Hughes to continue to play 30 minutes a game and take 15 shots, and I also think this is the case too, like with the whole Quinn Hughes thing, right? Because again, if Pettersson doesn't play, this team's still injured. The only way this team is picking up points if Quinn Hughes does exactly what he did today, but also convert on his shots, right? And that's just dominate, play 30 minutes, get like 15 shot attempts, and boom, bam. Maybe we win a couple more games. And we got to be cognitive as Canucks fans too and understand that, yeah, a big reason why we dominated today is, yeah, the effort was there, but Quinn Hughes played a lot of hockey. And when Quinn Hughes plays a lot of hockey against a shitty team, we're going to dominate. That's how good this guy is, right? Like, can we, again, he only had 1 assist today, but can we watch games like this? And I'll even throw in the game against Winnipeg too, where I think he only had 1 point as well. Maybe he had 2, but it's just like, yo, this guy's so good. So good, so crisp, so clean, so lethal, just a miracle worker. And we're going to need him to work those miracles moving forward this season with the Canucks. If, a team that you're losing faith in, I know it's hard. It's hard not to, okay? It's hard not to. It's hard not to, but you got Quinn Hughes. I still think anything is possible. And, oh, man. We got this comment from Bob Bluger. You can fan your own way. No, you're right. Again, if y'all want to, you can fan your own way. If you're one of those fans who, again, when Brock Besser tied the game up or when Drew O'Connor tied the game up, if you sellied that game and high-fived everyone in the room and then 20 seconds later after these random Rangers players were scoring goals, after the Rangers player scored goal, if you want to immediately, just shit on the team and shit on other fans for cheering for this team, go ahead. That's the way you want to fan. If you want to wear the hypocrisy on your sleeve and live a depressed, go ahead, yo. Crazy man. Anyways, I got to get out of here. We just did it. We went through a whole episode about playing the Rangers, playing Miller. Miller had, a goal and an assist with the dagger. That one hurt, too. What are the chances that after all that noise, JT Miller's the one that scores the empty netter? Can't make that shit up, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's depressing. I'm depressed. I'm all over the place. Sometimes I feel like I'm bipolar too, man. I don't know. That's why following this team this season, right? And just to follow up on Homie's point about losing faith, I think it was G. Ellis. Like, the big reason why I understand too why some fans are losing faith, even though it's still a tight race, is like, this team hasn't put a stretch of like really successful hockey together past a 10-game mark or 10-game stretch since October, right? Like, for the most part, they've been win 2, lose 2, win 3. Not even win 3, win 2, lose 2, win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 2, win 2, lose 1. Like, that's just how it's going to go. So, yeah, it's tough to convince yourself that a miracle is on its way. The only way that's going to happen is if Demko comes back and Quinn Hughes continues to do what he's doing, and Brock Besser too. Brock Besser's another strong game today in the big time moment. Man, oh man, I wish, we got a point today. I watched that game with my pops, yo. Like, I was just cheering for a point. I'm depressed, man. Okay. You know what? I got to get out of here. Okay. For all you guys watching, hit the like button. It really helps out the show a lot. I know this year's been traumalicious and we've been talking a lot about losing, but if St. Louis somehow loses today, we won today. Okay. Do the math. My name's Kyle Bound. One love to Locked On Canucks. Peace.